who wrote Raila's will, because his family seems to have just learnt the other day. It is the president of the Republic of Kenya who informs the wife of Raila Amolo Odinga of Raila's will. We know that one of the kids of Raila said that Raila was on a life support machine. So how did he manage to speak? So many of you know the 48 laws of power, but you do not know the art of seduction. Because in the art of seduction, I want you to master or to study about the charmer. Someone who charms. It's called the art of charm. Which page is this? Page 81. The art of charm. Very important you get this book. Let's go back to Agwambo. Very contradictory statements that I want to tackle today. That shows me there is a likelihood that Agwambo was eliminated. And as I always tell you, I build a speculative theory. And I'll start with the will. Who wrote Agwambo's will? Who wrote Raila's will? Because his family seems to have just learnt the other day that Raila stated in his will he's gonna be buried, he should be buried within 3 days, within 72 hours. Can you imagine an 80-year-old man? He has a family. He is a billionaire. He is a former prime minister. He is rich. He has properties and wealth in and out of the country. But he has no will. It is not possible. It is practically not possible. Therefore, I believe the people who wrote Raila's will is the system that I keep talking about. Now, this system has produced a will that they've given to the family so that once Rao is eliminated, he should be buried as quick as possible. Why? Because the more time you give before his burial, you bring in more speculation and people start thinking and reasoning. How did this gentleman die? So you need to bury him quick. But in burying him quick, you need to give him a state burial so that those who want to question his mysterious death are cooled, are calmed. It's called the charm, the art of charm. The art of charm is where the charmer entices you with his charm. You get closer to him. He becomes your friend. He says what you say. He laughs when you laugh. He weeps when you weep. You put your guard down and then he strikes you. That's why you need to read this book, The Art of Seduction. Now listen. Listen. Winnie Odinga said in her speech the last time that she just learnt of her father's will is to be buried within 72 hours. And she was shocked about that. Our president, Dr. Ruto, said today in this burial that he received a call from Odinga Jr. that Raila's will stated he should be buried within 72 hours. And then the president claims he called Ida Odinga and informed her that Raila's will states he should be buried within 72 hours. Just look at how interesting things are getting. In other words, it is the president of the Republic of Kenya who informs the wife of Raila Amolo Odinga of Raila's will. Shocking, unbelievable. Who can believe that? Now let's go further. Let's go further. Raila's sister, Ruth, I think her name is Ruth, says that before Agwambo died, he told her ODM party should be united. Now, we know that one of the kids of Raila said that Raila was on a life support machine. So how did he manage to speak? How can a man in a life support machine speak about the unity of his political party. He is dying, he is critically sick, he is on life support. Not possible. So the lies keep building on each other. The contradictions keep increasing. But listen to Simba Arati's statement, the governor of Kisii. He says Raila informed him he's going to Malindi for 2 days to recuperate, to rest. And then Raila went back to Nairobi. Simba Arati called the president and told the president of Raila's plans. He wants to go either to India or to Dubai for treatment. And then the president tells Simba Arati, the governor of Kisii, we should not gamble with Raila's health. I'm giving you a plane to take him either Dubai or India. Because in the president's speech he says Raila was contemplating India, Dubai and Germany. And in my earlier talk I told you Raila is normally treated either in Dubai, Germany or in the US. So we keep asking how he ended up in a remote place, far from one of the biggest cities in India, Mumbai, in Kerala, India. How did he end up there? So the president says he offered a plane. Now, he offered a plane to take Raila. So Raila traveled with his doctors or with whoever he traveled with. Now listen, the deputy party leader is not aware of ODM. The Secretary General Sifuna is not aware. The organizing secretaries, the treasurers and all the officials of ODM, they are not aware of all this entire plan. So how safe is Raila Amolo Odinga in this entire setup? How safe is he? I know he is dead and gone. He is dead and gone. We are just left with a legacy, good and bad. In Islam, we say, "Kullu nafs dhaikatul maut." Every soul shall taste death. And in Christianity, you say it's appointed for a man to live once, and after that, death and judgment. So, death is inevitable. Because many of you come here to tell me, so what? We are all going to die. Yes, I know we are all going to die. But I'm just decoding what happened to Raila Amolo Odinga as a student of reason and logic. And this is part 1, because this video is not enough for me to decode everything. But this is part 1. You need to listen to what I'm going to say. And get this book, The Art of Seduction. The Art of Seduction. And read about the art of charm. Someone who entices you, brings you closer, then strikes you. And this is what I believe the system did to Raila Amolo Odinga. They invited him. They brought him closer. They showed him he belongs. When he laughed, they laughed. When he cried, they cried. They were with him. They showed him, they stood with him. He let his guard down. He trusted them. He believed them. They struck him. Listen to